was like $3 million in the world, and we all said, well, let's all just split it up. There's the three of us, and there was like $3 million in the world, and we all said, well, let's all just split it up. Like, and then money won't be nothing. It's just, and we'll just trade back and forth, and everything should be even. Okay, cool. And we'd be fine with that. And then we would go.
He's talking about why he doesn't believe in socialism. He's like, well, if we had 3 million people and we only had a certain amount of people. But the thing is the reason why you got to have socialism is because we don't have 3 million people. We have tons and tons and tons of people to take care of. So we can't give all the money to just one person, especially if he's an idiot who can't even run Twitter. Wait, if he's the type of idiot who would buy Twitter in the first place. Okay, go on.
On about our merry way, but there's too many fucking people, and there's inevitably going to be some form of competition. And in some form of competition, some people are going to get out ahead. And there's going to be some people that are upset that people are ahead. And there's going to be all sorts of reasons. Some people are going to be ahead because they're assholes. Some people are going to be ahead because they get up at 5 o'clock in the morning while you sleep till fucking noon.
When do you think Joe Rogan ever got up to 5 o'clock in the morning to do anything that involved, like, say, a job? I looked into this guy, and he's never had a job.
I don't know. They might have had some early call times at old Fear Factor.
Oh yeah, dude. You want to talk about the best fucking... This is why Joe Rogan likes capitalism, because capitalism has always worked for him. So Fear Factor would be a great fucking example. Some guy's got to fucking has to fuck some people who are so fucking desperate, they'll go blow a dog for 50 grand. While this motherfucker just sits there stoned watching it. And he makes, how much money do you think he made per episode? I mean, that's why he likes it. He's never had a job. The closest thing he ever had a job is he pretended to have a job on a sitcom that he wouldn't have gotten if Jay Moore was available at that time. But Jay Moore was doing Jerry Maguire. Ray Romano was in a right fit.
Oh, so that was
why they gave it to Joe Rogan.
That's why Rogies had hair still.
Oh, yeah. It was back when he was on one of the best sitcoms of all time, News Radio.
It's true, too. These are all true. There's some people that are totally ethical, and they just do a lot of work, and they do better. Yeah, they're going to do better. They didn't steal from anybody. They didn't rip anybody off. But this narrative keeps getting repeated by people who don't get up at 7 o'clock in the morning or don't have the same kind of ambition.
Like me?
Can I just say, I wake up at 12:15 in the morning and go to work. That's midnight. That's midnight 15, and I go to work for 10 hours. That early, I get up and grind.
Dude, I worked fucking 60 hours a week to get enough money to get out here, to move from Illinois to Vegas, and I'm gonna need a new car soon, which means I'm gonna be having to work fucking 70 hours. And that's why I keep putting it off, because I know what the grind is like. Joe's never had a job before. And here's the fucking thing. No, all right, I'll say that.
And like some are ethical, some aren't. When like Rogie's got 100 million from Spotify, when most podcasts, very famous podcasts, get dollars, if that. Like, listen,
you can argue that there's some billionaires that are ethical. I find that very difficult to believe. But I'll tell you this: nobody ever made that much money from hard work.
The feeling of
nobody
needing to continue to like fucking hoard money at that level, like.
I guess that inherently makes you evil. Yeah.
To have over $1 million
and to need
and to be like in your 30s or 40s and being like, I need to double or triple this.
I need more of it.
It means you're gonna go. Might be willing to do something a little less than cool.
Yeah. Well, no, it's probably less than cool to hoard that much money.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
It's definitely evil for Elon Musk to endorse Republicans because he wants a little bit more money.
Exactly. That's why Rogies loves capitalism, because you can move to Texas and not pay
taxes. Yeah, dude.
Or feel bad because some people do want a fucking private jet and fly all over the world and ball like Dan Bilzerian.
Do you know who Dan Bilzerian is?
The name is familiar.
He's that Instagram guy that used to, first of all, who claimed on Joe Rogan's show that his $50 million came from playing poker. Well, the truth is he actually had a trust fund, and when that ran out, he embezzled money out of a CBD oil company he was involved in. His whole lifestyle was fake. He was just a rip-off artist. And but that's his fucking. I'd like to know. I don't know. I don't know.
Do you know who the guest on this episode is?
I don't know. I've been trying to figure out where the source is. This is one of those grind set little videos that you find on YouTube.
Yeah, because I just want to. It's just weird to be on Rogan and then slow. I mean, I guess at the time of the video it could have been more relevant, but it's just weird. Like, it's got to be a politician of some sort or somebody that like put out a book on
some fucking jock.
Yeah, because like if it was like a comic or anything or like a science person, they'd be like, "Can we just not talk about the economy? Fuck this."
Yeah, dude, it's probably like some ex-Marine that does motivational fucking speaking videos.
I would be miserable to be like to have to talk about the economy on a podcast.
The only reason if I were a famous comedian, the only reason I would go on that show would be to fucking humiliate him.
I mean, get that Twitter bump. You like
fuck that guy. That's why he will never. That's why Sam Cedar and Michael Brooks were banned from the show. Because they knew that he was going to go on there and shit. I love Mark Norman.
No, he said he got like 35,000 Twitter followers after like a week of his first episode of Rogan. That's that's the bump. Dude.
It's funny when funny people are on his show and he gets confused.
But when they try to make a joke,
yeah, and he just goes right over his head because he's so fucking because he's too dumb to do comedy.
Well, apparently there's Gillis and Ari Shaffir did an episode with him where they got him drunk and shit. So like he was able to loosen up and laugh, and apparently it was alright. I didn't watch it because I refused to commit 9 hours to Joe Rogan leaning in like this and just asking dumb questions. But like.
Anyways,
so he can loosen up and get back into comic mode, I suppose. But yeah, it is weird because most comics, like when they go on there, yeah, they try to make jokes, and he's just like, "Why is that?" And then they're like, "No, you should be able to pick up on this by now, Joe."
If you go to Joe Rogan's podcast and you're a comedian and you don't do that, you don't make this sound at least once. You're seriously, that's a dereliction of duty. I mean,
lick duty.
He also says you're complaining about capitalism on your laptop. You're complaining about capitalism on your laptop, but capitalism made your laptop. Capitalism didn't make laptops. People make laptops.
In China, a communist country.
Dude, fucking that's like saying slavery made cotton. Like cotton just exists in nature. Whether or not you pay somebody to pick it doesn't affect the quality of your cotton. In fact, if you pay them, the quality might even improve, you know? And by the way, we wouldn't have the internet without socialism. Now that doesn't mean that socialism created the internet. That just means socialism financed the research and development of the internet.
Do you have more subs than Captain Tools?
Yes. No.
Captain
Tools. Is that
Capitalism Tools.
Capitalism Tools about to hit fucking...
He's what, 35 away from 1,000?
5 years. Well, it sounds like he's just not motivated.
This was 5 years ago.
I know, but the channel's been up for at least 5 years and he still ain't 1,000 yet. Yeah. He just ain't motivated, dude. We're 200 behind him. We've been going like 2 years.
All he's doing is editing clips, dude. He should be just pumping out content.
No fucking shit, dude. Yeah, I always loved the idea of you live in a capitalist. You live in the Matrix, but you're against the Matrix, Keanu. Very interesting. You know that fucking meme?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the thing, like about capitalism, and like if I don't have a job, I'll die. If I don't like jogging, right? But like if a pack of dogs is chasing me, I'm gonna run. I'm like, I refuse. I don't believe in jogging, so I'm just gonna let these dogs eat me. That's the dumbest fucking. Of course, you live in a capitalist system. You have to follow the rules of capitalism. Otherwise, you die. That's why capitalism doesn't work. You could be you can be against socialism, but as long as you live in a socialist state, you're going to be taken care of. That's the difference. But these motherfuckers, so I call anybody who says that a hypocrite. Like, you don't, what, like, what, you have a laptop? You don't have a laptop?
My laptop's really old. There's websites that like don't even work on it because I can't update it.
Oh, and one more thing. Yeah, and here's the other thing. Joe Rogan. If you love capitalism so much, why don't you marry it? Why did you spend your entire life trying to escape it? Seriously, like, I always love these comedians that are like, I'm against I'm a capitalist. I love capitalism. I'm against socialism. Oh, here, let me sign up for this open mic so I can avoid ever having a real job.
No, yeah, it's very true. I mean, it takes work.
Yeah, but this isn't work, dude.
It takes years and years of work.
My favorite part of it, when I get up, I gotta go. I was depressed because of the fucking election. Now it's either we're all gonna die or not. So I'm just gonna go out and do some stand up. I haven't been doing stand up because I've been depressed, and I got nothing new. I can't come up with anything.
Dude, I learned this during the lockdown. Like, nothing like hurts your writing, like not going up.
Yeah.
Because like, it's just weird. You might think of an idea, but also during the quarantine you had less social interaction and less people watching and everybody was like, I don't want to write about the fucking quarantine because everyone is gonna.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
That was a weird time.
I'll tell another thing. That Jodie Foster joke that I fucking love so much that I always tell that joke about John Hinckley.
Yeah.
That came about because I was talking to Ralph about John Hinckley getting out, and I thought of it like right then. Told the joke immediately on stage. It bombed, and then the second time I did it, it fucking killed. And then virtually every time except at Dive Bar, it fucking kills.
That's Dive Bar. Nothing kills at Dive Bar.
I did okay last time.
When people show their buttholes, that does well. No, the feeling after you do well at Dive Bar is you feel like a fucking king walking out of that place, dude.
That's my goal, is to get people to laugh.
I fucking raped this place tonight.
And oddly enough, one of the few fucking mics these days where girls show up, of all the fucking places.
There's this new kid, Keaton, and any time, like, girls walk into open mics, he'll just look at me, he's like, dude, chicks are here.
Because it's fucking, like, what are they doing here?
And then we've noticed that a lot of the time they know and found out about the mic because of Skippy. And
yeah, I love
Skippy can bark some pretty girls into a mic from like hours before.
That fucking Patrick kid keeps shitting on fucking Skippy, and dude, that's one of the reasons.
People are gonna.
Did you see that fucking video? Hard if he's... Oh, dude, did you see the fucking video? You didn't see the video I put out?
No, I watched some of it. Hewlett came up and was told me I can come on the show with you too. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I don't know.
Well, I already did it, but I could do it again.
No, that's what he said he wanted to do. Like, he wanted to keep rotating, like, and having people, and he was just like...
He was afraid to have me on to do that.
Yeah, exactly, and he knows that you and I have, like, chemistry and shit we've been doing.
Yeah, we could do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
At some point.
I'll do it, and I'll do it as Yuri, too.
We'll figure it out.
No, that would be a lot easier for me to do Yuri if somebody's there to fucking play off of. So, I think I have the character
Should I make up a Russian character? I mean, you just both wear all Adidas.
I don't know what your part would be. I don't know. My American liaison.
I am Ukrainian. We are cool.
We are cool. I love Ukrainian. I love Ukrainian comedians.
Once you meet them, they're okay.
But when wall fall down...
They just need to pull their pants up.
Yakov Smirnov is Ukrainian. So when wall fall down.
Oh, is he really?
Yes, he is Ukrainian. So when the wall come down, and Ukraine separate from Soviet Union dissolved, Ukraine. Many people do not know this. And Yakov Smirnov was no longer Russian. Yuri became #1 Russian comedian of all time. I'm greatest Russian comedian. I cannot compete with Yakov Smirnov.
That would be funny if like after he did take that seriously as a part of his thing, and he was just like, in Soviet Ukraine.
Soviet Ukraine. Oh God, that's kind of messed with his fucking act now.
Yeah,
because he's not Russian anymore.
Exactly.
In Ukraine.
In Ukraine.
Oh, I wonder what his act is like now.
He's like, in Ukraine, TV is nicer to you.
Yeah, dude, that was a joke when the wall collapsed. I think there was even a guy on camera who was like standing in front of the Berlin Wall as people were destroying it and go, "There goes Yakov Smirnov's career.